I'm gonna stream tonight and I'll let people know. They're like, no, the full shit's getting put out tonight. I'm like, whoa. Drake beat me to it. I'm at the airport. I'm picking up my luggage. There's actually still stuff of mine at the airport because it was mad delayed flights. And they told me, they said, yo, Drake literally has pretty much set in motion what's going to be a project for tonight. I talked to him within the hour. He said, Ak, I got some shit. It's dropping today. I was a little mad, I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, Drake, we talked to each other enough. Why don't you tell me before, like 8 hours before, or like 5 hours or whatever? It's like, yo, album's coming out tonight. So I don't know what it is. I've heard it's gonna be it's gonna be a little bit what do you call it again? I feel like I just said it. It's gonna be house music a little bit. And by the only reason I'm stuck on country because I was in Nashville. That's why. Anyway, the whole point of this whole thing is saying that I got proper warning that Drake was dropping this type of project. I was in denial, really, until it dropped. There were multiple people telling me, yo, Drake's dropping a album that is more like house, and I'm like, no fucking way. But it is that. First and foremost, I know a lot of people do watch me, and let me see if I could figure out how many people are looking at me now. We got 10,000 people watching me. To your dismay, you're probably not going to get what you want to get. When I talked to Drake today about the project, he didn't want me to stream it. He specifically said, Ak, listen to this by yourself. I don't want you to stream it. I don't want you to get drunk. I don't want you to pass out while you're listening to this shit. I want you to listen to it by yourself. Then, when you have your full review, you can say whatever to the world. Drake's someone who I talk to frequently. And I ain't gonna lie, when he told me that today, I was like, fuck that. I'm definitely gonna listen to it live. After listening to it and knowing that it's nothing that I thought it was going to be, because I was expecting 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands, fuck it, man. I was thinking of, if Arena's Too Late, I was thinking about projects that would also include the likes of, what am I thinking about? More Life. I understand what he was saying. This is going to be disappointing to y'all because I played this album and I'm not going to have a discussion about it tonight. I wanted to play the album and enjoy it live for the first time, but I won't have a discussion about it tonight. I'm going to probably get off live tonight and I'll probably be on tomorrow at some point. We'll talk about the album, but I'll say this to you, just to be honest, it was nothing I was expecting, even though I was told it was going to be this. I still was in disbelief. One of the things, truthfully, I could say is that Drake is a person who has given us so many classics. One of the few criticisms I had of him for the last album, I wanted him to try new things. And this is where we all have to be accountable. Drake has given us 20 songs like Churchill Downs or whatever. He's given us 20 songs like Back to Back. He's given us 20 songs like 905, Look Alive, Look Alive. He's given us 20 songs like that. We're pushing a nigga who we know is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. We're pushing him. And for me, recently, I've pushed him to say, we don't want to hear you rap. We want you to do what Kanye does. Kanye sometimes tries different genres, tries different things that is not familiar with them. We want you to do that. And I'm not going to say this is him responding to that, but it's him definitely responding to people wanting him to try different things. You think Drake couldn't drop a bunch of songs that sound like Churchill Downs that we could be like, oh my God, he's the greatest ever? You don't think he could drop a bunch of songs that sound like back to back, 6-man, energy, 10 bands, 20 bands, songs like sounded like whatever you like with him in Future? He could have done that. Drake got $600 fucking million, and I appreciate the fact that he's trying to be different. Because of that, and you can call me weak, call me a bitch, you could say whatever you want to say about me, but because I understand that, I understand why he's that. Tonight, I won't give an opinion about this album. Now I understand why he told me. He's like, Act, don't say this ain't out. He said don't stream it. It can, you know the reason why I said I was gonna stream it? Because that nigga said, oh, it's a summer album. I'm like, oh, summer album. I'm thinking 10 bands, 20 bands. I'm thinking that album. I'm thinking about More Life. But he did something fucking different. I told y'all, I heard he was gonna do some shit different, and I couldn't believe it. Let me put this in perspective. Don't you dare tag me with your favorite artist who hasn't dropped for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 4 years, 3 years. Them niggas I call Kawhi Leonard. Whatever I say about Drake is going to be me judging his career. I think Drake's a GOAT. Facts. I think because we're so hungry and so thirsty as fans, when we ask of somebody who gives us music every about 15 months or less, when we ask him to be different, we ask him to be new, I think we also should afford him the opportunity that if he does try to mix it up, for us to give him the opportunity where we don't just judge him initially and instantly. So Drake, I will be back on tomorrow. I know you didn't want me to stream tonight. And I felt at first you just didn't want the, because listen, I'm not trying to act like I'm someone who's really important, but when people talk about Drake a lot, they might look at me. And when I quote unquote fell asleep, people might be like, oh, if Act fell asleep, this shit must be trash. So that's what I thought about. I'm like, wait, is Drake telling me not to stream it because he just don't want me to fall asleep or some shit? Because I'm off the Casamigos. I'm like, but what I get to realize, it's more than that. I ain't fall asleep. But also what I realized, this is the most difficult album by Drake for me to digest because it's none of what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. I will not be giving any comment about this particular album. I'm going to go sit on this album. I'm going to go to sleep, wake up to this album, and I'll come back with an opinion. Okay? I don't care what the fuck y'all said. I thank y'all for tuning in. This is my particular opinion. So far on the album, I have no opinion. And when I do pop back up tomorrow or the day after, you will hear my full opinion about it. But unfortunately, right now, I'm actually trying to digest the fact that Drake went beyond what we thought he would do. Drake did not drop an album that was, oh, y'all want songs like Free Smoke, y'all want songs like 10 bands, 20 bands. And I don't even want to tell y'all who told me, but somebody told me weeks ago, they said Drake's dropping it. What do you call it again? A house album. And I said, a house album? You must be out of your mind. People, thank y'all for watching me for this limited amount of time. I hope if you have doubts about or you have questions about me or my character, I hope I've answered it. There's a lot of things you can watch on the internet. please go to King Akademiks. That's my YouTube channel that's responsible for the stream. You can watch whatever you want to watch. There's a lot of stuff that I want to see or I want to hear when it comes to the album. But right now I'm off damn near 2 bars of Casamigos. And I'm going to chill out. And I'm going to enjoy the night. All right? I love you guys. Thank you for showing me some respect. Mark Lamont Hill, you a fucking bitch. And if I saw you, I would spit in your fucking face. Because a bitch nigga like you got no fucking business commenting on a nigga like me. Straight up. Feel me? I'm gonna keep that. And by the way, if you got a problem with it, nigga, we could box anyway, anytime, live. We could do it for $1 million. I'll fade the shit out of you. You a straight bitch ass nigga. And I know I said for all the people who attacked me just because they saw certain shit, I was gonna cool out. But a nigga like you, you're the fucking worst. I never seen no type of dissension about me from a nigga like you until today. Would show me you was a complete bitch. If you thought that shit about me, nigga, you shouldn't have waited till you thought you saw a fucking, everybody's getting on him. Be a fucking man. I don't hop on and I don't pile on when niggas getting jumped. I tell niggas to their face, straight up, one-on-one, I don't fuck with you. I never heard that from you. You a bitch and a fucking pussy. And I'm going to stand on that. And anytime you want to see me with the hands with anything, I got you, nigga. We could do it off camera, on camera. I'm going to tell you, you're a bitch. Mark Lamont Hill, don't you ever play with me like that, because I will slap the shit out of you. I'll spit in your face. And I'm telling you, tell me anywhere you at, nigga. I'm with that smoke with you, nigga. You're not like that. Don't you ever do that shit online again. Facts. I'm just going to keep it real with a pussy nigga like you. You a bitch ass nigga. I seen you bawling your eyes out, nigga, when you ain't know what to fucking do online. And I never commented on that shit because I always thought that you was representing some other shit. But a bitch nigga like you always trying to get at a nigga like me. If you thought I was a victim or nothing like that, Mark Lamont Hill, I will spit in your face. I will slap the shit out of you. If you don't think that I'm keeping it real, come to Jersey, nigga. I'll send you an address. DM me tonight, tomorrow, the next week. I'll send you an address. Spit in your face and I'll slap the shit out of you. I spit in my hand and slap you in the face. You'll never ever deal with me like that. All that type of shit y'all going on for the internet, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's gonna be trolls. But a nigga like you, I will violate completely. You will never deal with me like that. I will send you the address tonight, tomorrow night, any night, nigga. You will never play with me like that. You a bitch and a pussy. And I got $1 million fucking dollars for that. I'll fade you in a back alley, in a dark room, and I'll fade you on any fucking public platform. I got $1 million on that. You a bitch and a pussy. And unless you willing to really stand on everything you said, shut the fuck up. I seen you get bitch. I seen everything about you, nigga. Don't you ever, and I'm literally sitting here on it. I got millions in the bank. I got $1 million to fade you and spit in your face, you bitch ass nigga. Don't you ever play with me like that again. Ever. Niggas like you just say shit. You got zero power. You've been on, and this is for anybody. I violate everybody when it comes to this shit. You've been on everybody's platform. You a pussy. You don't own shit of your own. You don't got more money than me. You don't got nothing. You have been a pawn for this whole entertainment shit. Don't try to heap up on academics, them ass shit. Pussy, come do something about it. I don't want to say my address one more time or where I work at. I tell you personally, you won't come and do nothing about it. So stop that whole performative shit. If you want to pull up on me, I'm going to spit in your face live on camera. Facts. Remember I told you that, bitch. DJ Akademiks, I'm out of here, man. And the rest of y'all who keep talking shit about me, I just made another $1 million this week. I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas. Remember that. Chat niggas, we up. Mark Lamont Hill, suck a fucking dick, nigga. And unless you gonna pull up, make sure you remember who talked to you today. You a fucking bitch ass nigga. And I'm gonna keep that with you. Matter of fact, I like to just violate. Fuck you, your mommy, anybody with you, nigga. Don't you ever talk about me like that unless you're really willing to pull up. Because I be in New York or New Jersey, and if you really want to pull up to really explain all them thoughts you talking about Twitter, my name's DJ Akademiks. My real name is Livingston Allen. Pull up on me, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to spit right in your face. Big facts. Drake is the best. Mark Lamar Hill, straight pussy. And anybody else, if you ever believe any of the bullshit they say about me, fuck you too. I'm out of here.